In my research, I will analyze the bureaucratic problem at the University of Calabria. And, for example, incompetence and inefficiency that create a serious problem and makes it university very unattractive in international view. But in this perspective, bureaucracy is negative, is annoying, is labyrinthine. But bureaucracy is not only darkness. If practiced in right way, is very useful. Originate social, political, and economic development. The objective of my research, of my work, is to discover another method of public policy management and improve not only the quality of the system, but especially, principally, the quality of the students' life. Students' life. In fact, this will increase the number of enrolled at university and give to university more importance and more competitiveness, both national and international level. My sample of this research will be students that attend the first year of university. And I think that their answer will be negative about bureaucracy.
So they are the first victims, you believe, the first victims of bureaucracy.
Yes.
Thank you. We get back to Giuseppe. Giuseppe, how about you in your proposal? You talk about this sociological research, you have the rationale, you show the different examples, and then you get to the irregular working Tropea. You mentioned a survey. You want to carry out a survey. What kind of survey will it be?
I want, with this survey, I want to analyze the problem of the irregular work in Tropea. I submitted the questionnaire, the survey with Google survey. It is an informatical instrument to submitted at a small group of people, and this survey helped me to understand why the people want to research an irregular job. The problem is that with the answers that I have received, I can understand.
You have received, or you will receive?
I received.
You have received already.
Yeah. I can understand why the people try to find an irregular job. They want to obtain the insurance, the unemployment insurance, when they are in the off season of the job. And at the same time, they want to get an irregular job because they want to increase your money. I think, yeah.
So this is your hypothesis.
Yeah.
You will carry out the survey. This is your hypothesis, and you want to find out if your hypothesis is correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have questions, interact or whatever you
Okay.
want. Not so far. Science, she's a curious person, so she has a questions. Me, public transportation in Vietnam. Even in your case, you gave us jotted down a very nice timeline. So it goes from March to January, almost a month. You want to create pages in social network, complete inquiry form, paper form, prepare banner, flyers, etc. So practically, what are you planning to do?
Firstly, because public transportation is not really popular in Vietnam, and people mostly not choose public transportation to travel to work or school or in their day. So firstly, I want to change the awareness of all the citizens in Vietnam. First, they have to acknowledge about the danger of carbon dioxide from their private vehicles, and then I want them to have a positive with positive thinking with public transportation, because in the past the public transportation in Vietnam is really poor and the infrastructure is not good with only buses. And in the future, I want the government to improve the public transportation, create more kinds of public transport. For example, trams or metro in Vietnam. So with a new kinds of public transport and improving infrastructure, the people will gradually choose to use public transport, and they can think about it.
Do you see any, if you make a comparison with public transportation here in Italy, can you find differences or similarities?
Actually, if compare with the transport in Vietnam and Calabria, there are only buses for students and people to use. But actually, in Calabria, the buses system is better than in Vietnam.
Ah,
Yeah, and more people, almost all people, use buses here. But in Vietnam, only for the student from rural, or only some people who do not have private
Do you think
vehicle.
Vietnamese people will be sensitive enough to react positively to your proposals?
Yeah, so because it is difficult to change the awareness of the people, so I want to complete it along with the improve of public transportation. So firstly, they know about the danger of the carbon dioxide, and then they can look at some examples, some banners and flyers about the improvement of public transport, so they will choose to use it.
Okay, thank you. Francesca, even in your case, what research, what strategies will you be adopting in your research design?
Qualitative and quantitative data will be used to answer to research questions. For quantitative data, the source are data released by ISTAT.
Released by ISTAT, okay.
And for qualitative data, will be used questionnaires with open answer to a sample survey of observed input talents from the north and the south of Italy, men and women, between 25 years old and 35 years old.
Okay, okay.
probably missed one part. What do you think? I think that you said that from northern Italy there is we have a higher number of talents leaving the country.
In the north. In the north of Italy.
What is your hypothesis for this?
My hypothesis is that the level of economic and social development in the south of Italy is lower than the north, but the cervello in fuga from the north is more, and this is a paradox. A possible reason is a cultural problem and the mentality. In fact, the level of attachment to the land of origin and to the family is stronger for sadness than to the northern madness.
Thank you, Francesca. Jessica, do you think we will manage, thanks to your, did you see this? Thanks to your, this was an event in favor of reduce, recycle. Do you think Italian people will be in favor of negozi leggeri? And can you explain in practical words what a negozio leggero means?
Yes. Negozio Leggero is one of important initiative that has been enacted by some Italian cities, especially in the northern and central of Italy. And it is the first Italian franchising that allow to
Why leggero?
because you can buy in a new light way without packaging.
So how
basically you pay the content,
Okay.
but at the same time save the cost of packaging.
And how do you carry the content? With your bag?
Yes,
With a personal bag.
Personal
Ah,
bag,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so the same you can save
All the bags, the shopping bags, so you
shopping
save
bag,
all the
because
shopping.
packaging is not always necessary, and at the same time you can reduce waste. And I think also many Calabrian cities should adopt this model to contribute to sustainable development, and also put a stop on warming waste that affects the region for years.
Here, in your research design, you're talking of collecting primary data,
Yes.
a questionnaire which has a familiar format from what respondents, simple and quick. Why simple and quick?
Simple and quick, because maybe users may feel more comfortable than speaking than an interview. And
We're talking of oldest population. Are you expecting adults to be more, how can I say, aware of this problem rather than young people, or vice versa?
I think young population will be able to understand that is an important issue, that because it regards the environmental conservation of our world. So all this population maybe is more difficult to convince.
Sometimes I'm not convinced. It should be like this, but obviously adults usually encourage young people to be more, how can I say, aware of these issues. Nowadays, do you think, because I've seen some changes, I mean, thinking of young people, the generation those people who are now in their 30s, Sometimes I have the impression that they were more aware of ecological problems rather than young generation. Those people who are now 20s. I don't want to offend anybody, but this is my impression. Do you agree with me or not?
Not
You
that,
don't?
no, because I think that many green movements are today is
I hope so.
they are more
There is more
see, yes
groups, associations.
yes that
take
think
care of
to environment,
think about environment.
respect to
Ah.
past.
Yeah. Not so many people showed up that day, even those who I invited in my class. Anyway, Eleonora,
Yeah.
bureaucracy. What would you do with your administrative people at the University of Calabria? Would you go and interview them? What are you planning